If I let the depression win, I would not be sitting here making this video. Well, hello. This is a very different type of video for me. On my YouTube channel, I'm not a serious bitch, okay? I like to laugh, I like to have fun, try to make everything look cute, but guess what? Do y'all see the times that we're living in right now? What the fuck is cute about that? I say this to say, I want my channel to still be real life. I don't want everything to look cute. I don't want everything to look aesthetic or think about getting aesthetic clips and shit. I feel like mental health, it shouldn't be an uncomfortable conversation. I feel like it should be normal like everything else we talk about. You bought all them clothes, you bought all that makeup, you bought all this and that. How's your mental health doing? Let's talk about it. So I'm gonna start this off with childhood. And believe it or not, I don't care what nobody says, childhood is an important part of your life. People think that you can have shit happen to you in childhood and it doesn't affect you in your adult life. Mind you, I'm 22 and there's still stuff from my childhood that I'm still recovering from. But let me get this clear though. I want to say one thing. I don't agree when someone in their adult life, they make poor decisions, they do stupid shit, right? And then they blame their childhood. Oh, well, my mama slapped me as a kid and this is why I slap you in the face. No, this is not that type of party. I don't agree with that. What I'm strictly saying, something can happen to you in your childhood. You push it to the back of your brain in your adult life and it affects you way more than you think. So anyway, I'm going to rewind back to childhood. I think the type of child I was, do you know the feeling like you're just there, like you're just dry there? I felt like I looked outside my body and I'm like, what the fuck is my life? Like, what am I doing? That's just how I felt for most of my childhood. We're gonna get a little deep. We're gonna dig a little deeper because there's always a cause for everything. Both of my parents split when I was like a baby or whatever. Obviously they moved on, they found somebody else, whatever. But the thing is that I have an issue with that I feel like affected me. When you're a parent and you have a kid and you're seeking to be in a different relationship, if that kid is old enough to understand what's going on, please have a conversation with him, especially if they got other fucking kids. I feel like what happened to me is that I was just kind of like thrown into a different, like whole different family. Like, oh, this is such and such, these are her million kids, go play with them, have a good day. And I'm just looking like, okay. Long story short, my father's new, you know, wife, she did not like me for some reason. I don't know what I did. It was a lot of passive aggressiveness. It was a lot of bullying and nothing was done about it, especially on my father's end. I feel like as a child, you're already so, let me not say every child, I'm gonna just say me, very insecure, very emotional, very fragile. It would be to a point where like, it was a joke making fun of my looks one time. I had like some type of skin condition or whatever the fuck it was, I don't even know. And she made fun of me for that. She made fun of my skin condition. When she first met me, I literally got told that I was talking too ghetto and we're gonna fix that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Again, nothing was done about this and I just started to feel lonely, like nobody is doing shit about this. Sorry, my camera died. I don't even know the last thing I said. So there was a lot of that in my childhood. A lot of loneliness, even self-doubt too, because I was repeatedly treated a certain way. It messes up your confidence. You start to feel like, damn, I really can't do shit. You start to feel like you're too dumb to do stuff. I remember one specific time, like I said, my parents were not together. She snuck and got me a phone to talk to her. Long story short, they found out, why did we sit here and have a conference? Like it was giving parent-teacher conference, like you're not supposed to do this, you're gonna go to detention. Like, you're talking to my mother? Like, what are we talking about? Oh, you know better than this, that, and the third. And I literally got in trouble for talking to my mother. Another time is my mom was supposed to get me at the house, but she didn't because of like health issues. She didn't feel well. And I was crying in the dark in my room. And the stepmother came in and she told me to stop crying because your mother doesn't care about you. Get over it. Who cares? Like, you're not gonna be sitting here crying out like in my house and doing all that. And I'm like, oh, so you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can kind of get the picture to see where the self-esteem was, where all of that was. Mind you, I didn't really tell anyone what was happening at home. Now that I think about it, now that I'm older, I had suffered a lot of verbal abuse. It was just too much. If I sat here and told y'all every single story, we would be here all day. And I know y'all got time for that. I don't got time for that. Like, I'm hungry, so yeah. But yeah, just verbal abuse, lots of it. And to feel like no one is protecting me is just crazy. Like, it affects with this more than you think. You don't even understand. Fast forward to adult life, I guess. I feel like the feeling just felt deeper and deeper and deeper. Nothing specifically happened to me, but like I just felt weird internally. I couldn't even explain it to you. Like, you know how someone asks you, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you sad? Why are you this? Why are you that? And you just say, I don't know. Like, cause you dead ass don't know what's wrong with you. Or at least that's how it was for me. Like, I dead ass didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know how to answer the question. I just feel nothing. Is nothingness a word? That's how I felt. I felt like literally nothingness. I remember I started to think certain thoughts at around, I would say the first time was like 19. or 20. No, like 18, 19. Even though you got all these people around you and they show you love and they tell you that they love you and they show it, your brain manipulated you and convinced you that nobody cares. All because of X, Y, and Z that happened before that you just haven't gotten over. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I've blocked out like a lot of stuff, and so I feel like that's why it affected me as much as it did when I got older. I didn't accept certain stuff that's happened. I didn't have no conversations with the parties involved of the situation, so it's like there's no closure with it. So yeah, you're still gonna feel like shit about it. Also, I forgot to include a very important detail. The stepmother died 10 years ago, so there is literally no closure with that, and I feel like that is why I feel like shit too. This is gonna be very hard to say, but I need to say it. If this is a chance to help anybody or make someone feel seen, I'm gonna just say it. For the first time when I was whatever ages I told you, I don't remember, I thought of something and I planned something to end something, because I genuinely was just so tired of feeling nothing. I was tired of feeling like I'm drowning and nobody is helping, nobody sees it. I mean, thank God I didn't go through with it, because there's just so much more to life, which it took me a long time to understand that this did not happen overnight. I've had situations where I've called a hotline just to have somebody to talk to, honestly, which is sad to say that, because I have friends, I have family, but when you're so deep in that mental state, you feel like you have nobody. I think I saw my life flash before my eyes, and then I realized that when you're in that type of situation, near death or whatever it is, you start to really realize like, damn, like I'm taking so much shit for granted. There's so much shit I don't appreciate and haven't been appreciated, and a part of me felt, I don't know if this is gonna make sense to anybody, but a part of me felt selfish. I felt selfish that I'm listening to negative thoughts saying this and that when it's not true. I do have people that care. I do have people that love me. I do have people that listen to me. So why am I telling myself that I don't? I feel like it was selfish because I'm not even trying to see a different perspective. Like, I'm so deep in this one perspective, in this dark, terrible perspective. I didn't give no room for nothing positive because I didn't want to hear it, because I didn't care. And not only that, I've just had obviously death in my family that just makes it worse. So I'm really just treating this video like my diary at this point. Not only do I want people that do watch me to gain a deeper relationship with me and really see me for me. Again, I'm not just a YouTuber that just posts cute shit in rainbows and unicorns. Like, no, I like to talk about real life stuff. I like to talk about emotions. And I like to do all of that because that's something that I did not do growing up. I didn't talk about emotions growing up. I didn't talk about emotions in my household. I didn't talk about how you feeling. I didn't talk about nothing. I think that my mission is something that I really truly believe in. Like, when it comes to making videos on YouTube or in general, I want to make somebody feel seen, loved, and heard. I want it to be understood that I'm a human being and I understand what human beings go through. I guess I'm just tired of just acting like shit didn't happen because it did. I'm tired of just pushing shit under the rug because that's not what it is. You should never push shit under the rug. If something deeply affected you that someone did, you do not push that shit under the rug. I don't care. I don't care if they try to make it seem like you're doing too much, because guess what? You're not. At the end of the day, nobody can say that you're doing too much or you're over exaggerating the situation because it happened to you and not to them. I just feel like I spent so many years letting certain people manipulate me into thinking that certain shit that has happened to me just wasn't that deep. And that's so fucked up. That is so wrong. The shit that happened to me isn't my fault, and the stuff that happened to you is not your fault. Whatever you're going through mentally or things that you have done as a result to your mental health, you're still a strong person. And don't ever let no one tell you that you're weak or make you feel that you're weak just because of your mental state. If you're still here, you're still pushing through, and you still paying these high ass gas prices, girl. Baby, gas in Texas is $4. So if you live in Texas, or I don't even care where you live, like, shit is crazy right now. And if you're still here in the middle of this craziness, you are a strong person. And again, do not let anyone even get that close to fucking up your mental health. You need to protect your peace. You need to protect yourself. Don't let nobody manipulate you or gaslight you into thinking that what they did to you, again, wasn't that serious or you're being dramatic, because I promise you that you're not. I think that we're virtual besties now. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we developing some type of relationship. If telling my story is gonna help somebody, which again, this isn't even the deep depths of the story, being mistreated by a step parent or being mistreated by whatever, or just whatever you've been through in your life, but I do want you to know that I see you and you are not alone in this. There's still days where I have to pick up myself and get shit right, because shit does not stop, and I cannot let what happened to me define me or turn me into a worse version of myself. I get up and I keep moving like everybody else. I really hope this video didn't seem like I'm rambling or I'm just saying shit. I'm not good when it comes to this, and I use humor a lot when it comes to talking about emotion. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening to my story, and I love you if you even stayed to this part of it. Like, girl, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.